Now, the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial continues. That's with Meyiwa's close friend Tumelo Madlala still in the hot seat. He identified accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, as one of the men who entered the house on that fateful night. Defense teams poking holes in his testimony as they argue there was no botched robbery. Let's go to our reporter Moloko Moloto, who is covering the court case for us. He joins us now live in the capital. Moloko, just tell us in terms of his cross-examination at the moment. Here and there's a lot of attitude coming from Madlala and frustration from the defense.
Oh, yes, he is now under cross-examination. It started off with Advocate Tumelo Madlala, and just now before we went for this break, he was being cross-examined by Advocate Zandile Mshololo. And talking of the exchange, it was when Advocate Zandile Mshololo told him, Mr. Madlala, to listen carefully and to think before he could respond to her questions. And we heard Mr. Madlala taking exception to that, saying that he doesn't really take kindly to the fact that she's saying he must first think, because he has been responding to these questions since Monday when he took on to the witness stand. And we also heard the presiding officer, the judge, coming in to his defense there, saying that, telling Mshololo that please respect this witness. But in terms of other issues, Marcelo, actually, when it started this morning, the cross-examination by Advocate Tumelo, he started by reading out from the statement that Mr. Madlala deposed at the Vosloorus police station. I think it was a day after the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. And there were a few matters that Mr. Madlala disputed in that particular statement that he agreed that he signed after it was written down by one officer. And one of them was with regard to the type of firearm. But maybe even before I come to that one, on the issue of the remarks that were made by Kelly Khumalo in the statement, sworn statement that Kelly Khumalo has made, which Mr. Madlala describes or dismisses as utodi, rubbish. And this was specifically on matters relating to whether there was a lot of blood on the floor after Senzo Meyiwa was shot or not. Kelly Khumalo says there was a lot of blood after Senzo was shot, but Mr. Madlala says there were just some minor spots. And you also know that Kelly Khumalo has said that the Mr. Mthokozi Zitwala, another friend of Senzo Meyiwa, was among the people who were fighting with one of the accused. And Mr. Tumelo Madlala says it's untrue that Mthokozi Zitwala was among those who were fighting, saying that Mtho, as he is called, is not the kind of person who likes fighting. He says he actually fled. So that was then when the defense lawyer wanted Mr. Madlala's remarks regarding that statement by Kelly Khumalo. That's when he said that's rubbish, and it would be important for the court to call Kelly Khumalo and speak to that. Maybe let's listen to that particular remark by Mr. Madlala.
Because meaning kumblending being Namaka Masportiniana, Lily I'll show you in long Funazokazala, Azokazila Bandul, and I show you.
I would wish for this person that had finished the statement to come and explain this honorable court about the a lot of blood that she had seen, because or that he or she has seen. That that particular person must then come and explain to the court, because as I have already indicated, I could only see the sprinkles or the spots of blood and not, a lot of blood.
Because the statements are fundela Leo Mapatong Fundela on. Sinti Fana and what they are so to I lend on the Fanazo Kaza like Bandum to go out to Tandu.
Now, that very statement that you are referring to me to is as good as that the material that was written by that Soweto guy, which is worthless, given the fact that Mtogo is not a hostile person. It's not a person that likes fighting.
And angikhumbuli ngibona umthokoziselo. The only thing ngikhumbula nje ukuthi umthogo wayengemuva and mephume baleka waphuma mesho yena waphuma wabaleka makusho waphuma wabaleka so le ukuthi ubelwa ayangikhumbuli mina.
No, I do not remember seeing Mtogo fighting, because what I can remember, even he was from behind me, what happened was, at an earliest opportunity, Mtogo, fled or fled out of the house. That which is being spoken here, or that which is now being narrated in the statement, I don't know it. I just don't know it.
Futhi angifuni ukuthi angikhumbule akazali umthogo akaze nje umthogo walo angifuna ukuthi angikhumbule.
In fact, perhaps I should fix that one. Not that I do not remember him fighting. Let me say with certainty, Mtogo did not fight.
So nje ngajabula le statement masingagoqwa sibeke eceleni umnikazi asazoyifundela yena lo doda ubhalela.
I would really be happy if the statement was to be folded and be put aside. Whoever finished this statement should come and explain this nonsense that's written here.
Yes.
All right, Moloko Moloto, live for us outside the High Court in Pretoria. Let's let you go finish off your lunch before court has to start again. That's Moloko, live for us there. We'll take you back to court as soon as proceedings get underway again. Of course, right now they are still on a lunch break.